I'm Beth from Good Yarns Storytelling, and oh, yeah, this is Panda. Yep, hi Panda. We're here to introduce some little videos that are all about how to make your own stories. This is all for the Super Duper Story Generators project. Now, these are all fun little story activities that, you know, it might be started off with something that you find around the house. It could go in any direction you want. The bigger and crazier the ideas, the better. It really is totally up to you. So, whether you're inspired by, I don't know, a ball of wool that you find lying around, or maybe you want to create something about a giant spotty, possibly dragon's egg, it's up to you. You could do this maybe with friends, with your family, maybe it's the sort of thing you can do at school, but it's fun little activities and hopefully it'll get your ideas going, and I'm sure that you guys will create stories that are amazing. This project is called Super Duper Story Generators. It's part of the Imagine series for the Scottish International Storytelling Festival, and the videos are being put out this week in honour of Book Week, and it's in partnership with Fife Libraries. So I don't think it matters if you're a big person, a small person, even a panda in a bobble hat. Anyone can be great at making up stories. I've had a special request from Hedgehog and also from Mouse. They pointed out that they are actually nocturnal, meaning that they don't want to have as many things that are about doing stuff during the day. They would like us to do a story making activity that's to do with nighttime, or at least being in the dark. So this is a special activity that's all about shadows and using light in a really dark space. And the only thing that you need is a torch. Torch on your phone will do, in fact. And also some random bits and pieces from around your house. The stories can be spooky, but they also don't have to be. Does that sound good, guys? Is that, you quite happy with? Yeah, I know it's unfair that most of the stuff does happen during daylight hours, and you know, you've come out of hibernation especially for this. Yeah, much appreciated, yeah. Did you guys enjoy working on some some shadowy shapes. Yeah, yep. Absolutely. Very good. Very nocturnal friendly story activity. Now, after using all those random bits and pieces to make some shapes on the wall, I'm wondering if we've come up with any ideas for how they could inspire a story. A super sensory story. One that you don't even actually maybe need words for. So, we looked at the shapes that a feather could make on the wall. To me, that looked a bit like it could be a tree, or maybe even some waves in the sea, that kind of thing. There was also some bubble wrap, and I thought that could maybe be like something maybe a bit spooky. Maybe that could be a curtain blowing in the wind. It could be a ghost. You know, lots of different things that you can do waving the bubble wrap around. There was also some cellophane, just packaging basically. You can also use things like wrappers from sweeties that you might be getting a big tin of at Christmas time. Everything crossed. So basically, I think the cellophane, it was all the pinks and the greens and stuff, that looked a bit like an alien, or maybe some very, very cool sort of seaweed or something. Maybe something, again, from another world somehow. So I had the long strands. It's like the Christmas decoration tinsel-y stuff. And when that was all waving about in front of the camera, to me that looks a bit like maybe a spider's legs. But it also could be, you know, a sort of monster again, maybe from another planet, perhaps. And last but by no means least, the packaging that came with a star cut out on it anyway. So that seemed like a nice straightforward thing to use. So obviously that could make a star shape. Now, so you could cut shapes out of cardboard, maybe with help from a grown-up. I would be getting a grown-up to help me, to be honest. But obviously the star shape, that was something that just came as part of that packaging, and that happens with quite a lot of different packages. If you look at them and maybe take bits of plastic out, sometimes there's really cool shapes that are already cut into them. So obviously that could be a star, and you know, maybe Christmas coming up, that could maybe be like for the nativity or something. But also you might just be fancying a bit of a space type theme, you know, it's up to you. So Hedgehog, are you thinking maybe a spooky story? Yeah, I see you liking doing something maybe quite ghostly. Not much scares Hedgehog. Hedgehog's made of sterner stuff than me. Yeah. So maybe something ghostly. Cool. Bubble wrap. A lot of ghostly potential. I know that Mouse maybe prefers like a bit of sci-fi maybe. Yeah. So maybe something involving aliens or monsters from other worlds, that kind of thing. That might be pretty cool. Yeah. So that might work, yeah. I hope that you guys can also have lots of fun coming up with story ideas created from the crazy shapes that you can make using a torch and some shadows.